तं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण। I welcome all of you for this session. Today we are going to continue the further slokas which are there in the Adi Parvam of Mahabharat. In yesterday's session, we were seeing Suta Goswami, Ugrashav Suta, started narrating about, describing about, or telling the story about Mahabharat. So, majorly he was saying, in this Mahabharat, there are two types of trees are being described. One tree name is Duryodhana and another tree name is Yudhishthira. So, Duryodhana is Manyumana, Manyumayaha. Manyumayaha means Duryodhana is always filled with the anger. Anger is the outcome of lust actually. So that's why there is no difference between the lust and anger. Wherever there is a lust, there will be definitely anger. So such a lusty and anger person, Duryodhana, and he is in his tree, that the branches are the inside, that means inclusion of the tree. So Karna and Shakuni, they are always supporting. They are always are extensions of this tree actually, you can say. Otherwise, it's a part of the tree they are. So Shakuni always give the bad advices, and Karna shows that his support always to the Duryodhana. And so that Duryodhana always hanker for the such a things which are not are his portion. So he is desiring the destruction of the Pandavas on the strength of Karna and others. So since Duryodhana is supporting Dushasana, that means Dushasana is the flowers and fruits of this tree. So Dushasana is also his outcome. That's why he started offending the Draupadi and so on. So because he is supported by Duryodhana. And for this tree, the root is Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is full of ignorance. Dhritarashtra, even he was in association of Vidura and Sanjaya, they are the great devotees. Vidura is the great devotee. And always, whenever the mind is disturbed, Dhritarashtra calls Vidura and takes the suggestion from Vidura. You can see the same thing in the Udyoga Parva. In that, after the Virat Parva, Udyoga Parva comes, at the time Pandavas send the messenger so to reclaim their portion of the kingdom. So at that time, Dhritarashtra was very much disturbed because he also not able to decide what to do. So like this, many situations you can see whenever Dhritarashtra mind is not good, so he is always consulting Vidura. So that much little goodness he has. Because of this only he was saved. And finally he got the liberation. Because of the association of the Vidura and Sanjaya. But if you see Duryodhana, he never associated either Vidura or Sanjaya. He never take the advices from them. He never approached them at all. He always shows his anger towards the Vidura. Duryodhana thinks that Vidura is eating our salt and favoring opposite party. Like this, he is having a lot of anger actually towards the Vidura. So, Duryodhana is nothing but Kali. He is the avatar of the Kali. He is a descendant of Kali actually. He is a Kali avatar. So that's why in Duryodhana you can see all the kinds of the bad qualities which are common in the Kali Yuga people, like you and me. We have so many bad qualities because of the influence of the Kali. And Shakuni is the Dwapara Yuga Avatara. Kali, Duryodhana is the Kali Yuga Avatara, Kali Avatara, and Dwapara Avatara is Shakuni actually. And if you come to another side, there is one more tree is being described in this Mahabharat, that is Dharma, Yudhishthira tree. That name of that tree is Yudhishthira. And for this tree, branches are Bhimasen and Arjuna. Even they are very powerful people, both, but still they are always dependent on Yudhishthira. Like branches are always dependent on the trunk, same way these two branches are always dependent on the Yudhishthira, who is nothing but the Dharma. Yudhishthira Maharaj is the personification of Dharma, Dharma Devata. He never crossed Dharma in whole his life. He never did even a single mistake. And such a powerful people, they are always in the control of the Dharma. And what are the results? That means of that tree. That means flowers and fruits are the Nakula and Sahadeva. So Nakula and Sahadeva are the flowers and fruits. So Sahadeva is the most intelligent person. And Nakula is the most beautiful person. And for this Dharma, that means Yudhishthira tree, the root is Krishna, Vedas, and Brahmanas. Yudhishthira Maharaj always dependent on Krishna. That means he is pure devotee. He always does the devotion. And he surrendered completely to the Krishna. And Yudhishthira Maharaj never crossed the Vedic culture, Dharma. And he does whatever he does, that is based upon Shastra only he does. So that's why for Yudhishthira tree, the root, three roots. For the Duryodhana tree, only one root, that is Dhritarashtra, who is completely ignorant person, who doesn't have any intelligence, proper intelligence. He is so foolish Even after seeing the Lord's Vishwarupa in Raibhara, that means in the, what we say Raibhara means, uh, in English, Raibhara, what they say?
Messenger, Prabhu.
Huh?
Messenger or ambassador.
Anyway.
Maybe negotiations.
What Prabhu Murti Prabhu?
Negotiations.
Negotiations.
Probably close to that.
Okay, anyway. So, Raibhara means here, ambassador. It's like ambassador work. On behalf of Pandavas, Krishna went to Kauravas assembly and he tried to convince them to give the half portion of their kingdom. It's not working. So at that time, Lord Krishna is Supreme Lord. Dhritarashtra knows this, but still he is ignorant. He got the Vishwarupa darshan, but still he was ignorant. So then, further we'll be continuing our discussion. There are further Suta Goswami is narrating in brief the story. Pandu Maharaj is a son of Ambalika. Amba, Ambika, Ambalika. These are the three wives of Vichitravirya. And Amba, Ambika, Ambalika son is Pandu. He is a very powerful king actually. And he is the emperor of Hastinapur. He is the king of the Hastinapur. Because even of course Dhritarashtra was the elder son. If you see, Dhritarashtra is the elder brother of Pandu. But Dhritarashtra was not given with the kingdom. Because for a king, he was not a king actually. He was not enthroned as a king. Because a blind person cannot be a king. King has to see what the people are doing directly. If he doesn't have eyes, then he is dependent on someone else. And someone else, whatever they say, he will be hearing means there is a great disqualification this is to be a king. So that's why the whole Hastinapura is belonging to the Pandu Maharaj. Why I am saying is very important actually. The kingdom belongs to whom? Kingdom belongs to the Pandu. But Pandu Maharaj also, he is a very powerful king. So he went to the various countries and defeated so many kings. And he expanded the Hastinapura kingdom like anything, very elaborately. And what happened? So Pandu Maharaj actually has one habit. You can say it's not so good habit. What is that habit? He used to hunt the animals. That is his habit actually. In the forest, he used to kill the animals. Hunting he does. He likes hunting. After expanding his whole kingdom, he was just residing in the forest along with the various sages, and he used to continue doing of hunting the animals. And on behalf of him, Dhritarashtra was just he's like a is nominee. He is a nominee for Pandu Maharaj. Actually, Dhritarashtra is not real king. He was not enthroned to sit on the kingdom and do the things. No, on behalf of Pandu, he was just appointed as a nominee. So this is the original reality actually. And Pandu was very happy in the roaming around in the forest and hunting the animals like that he is doing, and also his two wives also staying with him. He likes to be in the forest also. So one day what happened, because of his habit of hunting the animals, there were two animals, the two deer. So they were having the intercourse, sexual intercourse. And he shooted the arrow and he killed that. And actually that deer is nothing but one rishi. And he has one different, another interest. He wants to enjoy this life, sexual intercourse through the animal body. And he became himself as animal and doing intercourse with that his wife. So when this arrow hit him, then that Muni gave the curse to him. So actually this is the rule. Any animals, even if they are doing the sexual intercourse, no one should disturb them. No one should agitate them, or no one should make them fearful. That's the rule actually. Because after all, the living entities, they are also having their own bodily needs. Like animals, they may drink and they may eat, and you should not beat them actually. That's completely so against the Jiva Himsa, that means hurting of the animals. This should not be done. But Pandu did this. Many times we also do that. Sometimes we are walking on the road and some dogs are just lying or sleeping there, and we try to throw a stone, especially children, small children. They used to throw a stone and they try to disturb their sleep. Do you think actually by doing these activities we will be escaped from that karma? And it is so light, do you think? It's not so light actually. So we are going to get the very powerful reaction. So to demonstrate, that means reactions from this kind of mistakes also being described in this same Mahabharata in the coming stories. So I will tell that story also now here. So there was one dog, Sarama, that male dog. It's a small puppy dog. One time what he did, he came to the place where Janamejaya and his brothers, all they are doing one yagya actually. They are performing big sacrifice. And this Sarama dog, it's a heavenly dog. That means from the Swarga it came. Don't think that in the Swarga there are no dogs. In the Swarga also there are dogs. And this dog's mother is Sarama. And that's why Sarama's son is Saramaya. This Saramaya came and just like a puppy dog, no? Young dog. It is young. Even in the animals also, young people, they have some kind of, curiosity. They want to see, they want to learn, and they want to understand like that. So out of the curiosity, so this Saramaya came and just watching that arena, the sacrificial arena. But that dog didn't do any mistake. What kind of mistake? Just going and smelling the ghee or something, parts, whatever are their contents are there. So smelling that is the wrong thing. This dog didn't do that. Just it is just watching, oh, such a big sacrifice is happening, many people are coming, and it's just from far away only it is watching. By this time, what happened? So Janamejay's brothers, so other three brothers he was having, they all came and they have beaten this dog. Unknowing, unreasonably. There is no reason actually to beat. Without any reason, they have beaten. And she was crying, crying. He was crying, crying, and came to his mother, Sarama. And then Sarama asked actually, why you are crying? Then the Sarama told, so my dear mother, this Janamejay's brothers have beaten me. So then she immediately told, I think you could have done some mistake. So that's why they have beaten. That is a mother. Mother always should not support all the time the son or the daughter. Sometimes what they do, children they themselves they beat someone and they will get the opposite beatings also. They will come to the mother, and mother will say that even there is a mistake she will never inquire about her son's mistake also. Simply she encourages go and beat him. This is not at all good. But Sarama is so nice mother actually. And Sarma asked, so what happened actually, really situation? Some people, what they do, if they see the tears in their son, immediately they get anger actually, some mothers. And they started fighting with the neighbors. This is also too much love, too much attachment is also not good actually. That means without knowing the dharma and adharma, you should not simply react on the emotions, no. So this Sarama is very intelligent and she asked, what happened, tell me. Then the Sarama explained everything. Without any my mistake, they have beaten. Then Sarama came along with Saramaya to Janamejay. And she told, so my dear king, you see your brothers have beaten my son. Then Janamejay asked his brothers, why you all have beaten? What he did? They couldn't answer anything. Then, so it's clearly understood that mistake is on the side of the brothers of Janamejay. Then Sarma gave a curse. My dear king, you will also I am giving the curse. Because of this kind of activities, so you are also going to get some kind of fear definitely, but you also don't know the reason. Because without reason, they have beaten my son. Similarly, you also will also become the time to time fear you'll be getting, but you don't know what is the reason for that. So this is the curse is given by Sarama. So many times you might have seen in your life also, all of a sudden someday you started getting the fear actually. And you might be thinking, what is the reason for this? And you try to figure it out, but also you are also not able to find it. You know why this is the reason? Because in the past you also did this so many. So sins towards the animals without any reason, they have given punishment to them. You have given, that means pain to them. So that is the story we are going to hear in the future. Similarly, here Pandu has killed these two deers who are having sexual intercourse, and that before leaving his body, that Muni gave the curse to him. So now while we are having the intercourse, you did this. Similarly, if you try to have sexual intercourse, so with your wife, immediately you will die. So if you go for that, you will die. Because now you killed us, and you are also going to be killed because of having the sexual intercourse with your wife. He gave this curse. But by that time, Pandu Maharaj was not having any sons. No sons. And he was very much worried now. what to do actually. He also wants the sun. Because sun is like is the reflection, or otherwise the expansion of the he himself. Sun is the expansion of the. So that's why they should marry. If one wants to, like Ekoham Bahusyama, Lord also wants to many, then what he does? He will be just agitating the Prakriti by his glances. Then after that, he is becoming the many. That means many living entities are coming. Similarly, if anyone wants to become many, then they have to get married actually. So it is on the bodily platform I'm saying. So that means to become many, that means to become actually, son is nothing but he himself, husband himself is taking birth as a son in the womb of his wife. So, and he will be, that means son is going to carry forward the legacy of the dynasty. A legacy of the dynasty, whatever the good things they have done to forefathers, that means previous people in that dynasty, that all good things will be carried out. So that is the one material reason actually. Spiritually also, if you see, one has to invite the spirit souls which are going to save this society. That is the reason actually. So that means getting marriage, if you see in the Dharma level, so to conduct the various like rituals, especially for the forefathers, that means who are not devotees, and forefathers has to be served, has to be uplifted. So for that, one should have the son actually, and he is going to conduct all the ritualistic activities. But if you see in the spiritual angle, actually, in the case of Vaishnavas, so son is needed just to spread the mission of the Krishna consciousness. So anyway, now Pandu Maharaj is not having any sons. So then how to get that son? How to get the sons? Then when he was very much unhappy, so by having this curse, because main reason is not to have the lusty enjoyment, no. The main reason is he was not having any son. So that is the main his pain. So then Mother Kunti has explained the boon. The boon was given by Durvasa Muni to her. Mother Kunti has served Durvasa Muni for 1 year. Of course, that story I will elaborately explain in the Sambhava Parva. Actually, not now. Sambhava Parva. So anyway, Kunti Maharani, just because Suta Goswami is explaining in a very simplified manner the whole Mahabharat you are going to hear today actually. In a very simplified manner. Suta Goswami is saying in a very simplified shorter version only. So he said next, Suta Goswami is saying, so then Mother Kunti said that she has this boon. So then she also heard all the Dharma Shastras from Pandu, and inviting the Devatas are not at all a wrong thing to have the sons. So after hearing all the Dharma Shastras and understanding the subtleties of the Dharma, so with the permission of the Pandu, Kunti Maharani invited 3 Devatas. One is the Dharma Devata, second, that means Dharmaraj, Vayu Devata, third is Indra. By inviting all these, and also she explained the same mantra to her sister, that means co-wife, so Madri. So Madri also, because she's not like envious wife, co-wife. Generally, co-wives are so envious. Kunti Maharani is the extraordinary personality actually. If you see, she is the manifestation of all the good qualities. The general nature of the woman is enviousness, jealousy towards the others. So that is also going to come in the future, but not in everyone actually, in general actually. But Kunti Maharani is extremely different from that. and she doesn't have any kind of. But if you see in the case of the Gandhari, she was so envious actually. She is a chaste wife. Gandhari was chaste wife. That doesn't mean that she is having all the other good qualities. No, she is very loyal to her husband. Definitely that is true. So being having that satitvam, that means chastity, she has immense potency. But not like the good qualities like Kunti Maharani, because Kunti Maharani is a pure devotee. She is the completely surrendered servant of the Lord. So that's why you can see all the good qualities in her. And there was no any kind of enviousness towards the Madri. And immediately she also wants to see the sons for the Madri also. But when the Gandhari was not, she got the pregnancy, but she didn't get the child. So, but Kunti got the child already, Yudhishthira Maharaj. Then, so that means that means already 1.5 years is over. Gandhari was not able to give birth to the child. She has beaten her womb by her own hands. Then Garbhapata happened. So all the Garbha is fell down. So you can see the enviousness. Why Kunti got first? Why I didn't get? This is the enviousness. But you don't see in the case of Kunti Maharaj. Kunti also taught this mantra, whatever given by Durvasa Muni, to Madri. So then Madri invited, she is very intelligent. Actually, one shoot and two birds. And she invited Ashwini Kumaras. Because if you invite Ashwini Kumaras, both will come, and two children at a shot she got. That is her intelligence. So then Madri invited Ashwini Kumaras. So like this, by the sankalpa of these demigods, they got the children actually. Do you think they have the children? They had children? And at a time? No. First, that means it's not Satya Garbha. That means that Devata came and immediately child appeared from her. It's not like that. So Devata mantra is uttered. Then after Devata comes and he gives this, they give the, that means they give the blessings. Then she will get the pregnancy, and that pregnancy will be there for 9 months. So that means after Yudhishthira Maharaj, 1 year gap is there to give the birth of the Bhim. And Bhim and Duryodhana are having equal age. Yudhishthira Maharaj is 1 year elder to the Duryodhana and Bhima. And Bhima and Arjun have 1 year gap. And Arjun and Nakula Sahadeva, they are also having the 1 year gap. And Arjuna and Krishna are having the same age. Narayana and Narayana. Both they took the birth at a time. So that's why if you see in a Loka Vyavahara case, whenever Krishna comes in Mahabharata, you can see many times he pay obeisances to Yudhishthira Maharaj and Bhima because they are elder to him. And he embraced the Arjuna because they are equal in age. They are friends. They are in the same age. That's why they are good friends. And Krishna gives blessings to the Nakula and Sahadeva because they are all younger. Lord Krishna actually so we can see Krishna is teaching so many things. So by his Vyavahara, how to behave, how to respect, how to bless the youngers, how to respect the elders, and how to do the friendship with the equals. So anyway, Pandu Maharaj got these 5 sons. Many stories are there. Suta Goswami is not explaining in details of all these details, later details. So Pandu Maharaj left his body. And Madri also willingly, she only went. Did the sati sahagamanam. That means sati sahagamanam. That means she also wants to serve her husband. So that's why she also left her body. It is a voluntary activity. It is not the enforced activity. We should see. If it is enforced activity, did you see in the case of the Dasharath? At the time, Dasharatha, when he left his body, what is coming here? No? Someone is playing with our Zoom actually. Huh? Okay, next. So after that, many things happened. So not being explained here because I'm
Hare Krishna, Vaji. Vaji, your mic is muted.
something problem. Someone is playing with us. Okay. So it's not a forced activity. So some, because you can see in the previously also so many examples, even husband left his body, so still their wives are not leaving. Like example is Dashrath. Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. Did you see anyone is leaving her body along with him? No, no. So that is also happened in the Treta Yuga. So like this, you have to see it's not a forced activity, and people are after that in the society, in especially in the some places in India, so forcing the woman to die along with her husband. So this kind of things came into the existence. It is not a really mandate rule actually. Willingly, sometimes out of their love, they used to live out of this so much service attitude. They leave their body and to accompany in the higher planets also along with her husband actually. That is the reason actually. So now come to our story. Here, after that, Pandu Maharaj left, Kunti Maharani. So from the childhood, she has so many painful experiences. She is alone with 5 children. Madri started, that means left her body to serve the Pandu Maharaj. And she also submitted she has given her children also to Kunti. And Kunti Maharani never shows any discrimination between her own sons and Madri's sons. Nakula and Sahadeva are the Madri's sons because she is the completely manifestation of goodness. All the good qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchina sarvai gunai tatra samaste suraha. So for this sloka, she is the example actually, Kunti Maharani. She doesn't have any kind of enviousness. Nowadays, if you see one mother is not there and new father marries another person, another, then that person, that mother is not, that new mother is not going to take care of the previous wife's children actually. But in the case of Kunti, you cannot see like that. So she was in that forest, in that sages' ashramas, and Pandavas from the childhood, they got the very good association of all the sadhus. All the good samskaras they learned. That means they are small babies. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year old boys, 5 year old boys, they are all. Small baby boys, they were all taken care by, in that forest only, rishis and sages, in their ashrams, they used to learn all the right character. From the right childhood, they have the good association, they got the good character actually. How the children will get the good character actually? Children will get the good character from the family and the family members and the neighbors. If neighbors, family members, relatives, if all are very nice and good and follow the righteous path, and if they are devotees, then there is a greater chance is there children to learn from them actually. So that's why mother is the first teacher actually for the children. If mother is manifestation of all the good qualities, then children also will be like that. If mother is very cunning and cheating and envious, jealous, and all the bad qualities are there in her, she cannot expect a very good thing from her children also. So Kunti is so wonderful. So that's why, and also, fortunately, they got the association of the sadhus. They learned. That means the beginning of their archery and all the different, because they are the sons of the king, they were given with the education of the military. So military education was given. That's why their first gurus are ashramvasis of that ashramas. Then they have grown up. They came to, because the rishis thought that now this small grown up means not so much grown up. They became little bit. That means at least they walk that much, they height. They got age, and they brought to the Hastinapur. So they brought to the Dhritarashtra and all the kauravas. And they said to the Dhritarashtra, these 5 sons are Pandavas, Pandu's sons. And they told to the kauravas also, see, these are all 5 are your brothers. So they also said your brothers. So, but when these, like that, these sages said, they didn't enter into the kingdom also, only at the boundaries of that city, Hastinapur city. So at that, till that place only they came, and they just submitted these people to Dhritarashtra along with Kunti and these 5 sons, and also to the Kauravas, and they left. So then all the people came there actually to see. Oh, Pandu also has 5 sons. Because in the society you can see people have so many munde matir pinnam. Everyone have their own opinion. So Pandu left already his body, then how he was having she's having the sons? Like that questions are started actually. And also he got the curse. He got the curse. And how it is possible to have the sons? So people were thinking, and some people are very good people, they are thinking that no, these are all Pandavas only. These 5 are the Pandu sons only. And some are started saying that no, how can we trust? Because if they accept these boys are as Pandavas, then they also has to accept these boys as their king, instead as their king. So some are not also ready to accept. So many are ready to accept. Like that, the discussions were going on. At that time, Akashvani, that means in the difficulty situation, Akashvani is there. That means Devatas from the sky. they started shouting and saying, "Oh, my dear people of Hastinapura, citizens of Hastinapura, these sons are Pandavas. These boys are Pandavas. These are all Pandu's sons only. There is no doubt in that." Like in the case of, we are going to see the same situation in the case of Bharata Maharaj also. So Dushyanta and Shakuntala. In the Dushyanta and Shakuntala story also we are going to see. Shakuntala also got the birth, gave the birth to the birth in an ashram. Like how Kunti gave birth to all these people and Madri in ashram. So then after that, what happened? They entered into the city, Hastinapur city. Then, so everyone is happy. Devatas are also very happy. They started showering the flowers, and trumpets are being beaten in the sky. So like this, so many sounds, flowers are raining actually. By seeing this also, it's a wonderful thing. Everyone is surprised. So, and finally everyone accepted that these are all Pandavas. So then after that, what happened? Suta Goswami is saying after that, these Pandavas were given education by Dronacharya, and they have grown up. They became expert in the various military related activities. That means the fighting, various kinds of fightings. Someone is the expert in the archery. Someone is expert in the wrestling. Someone is expert in, like Bhima is in wrestling. Arjuna is in archery. Like this Gada Yuddha. And Yudhishthira Maharaj is expert in throwing that what we say. I don't know in English. That rod. Huh? No, Bhala. Bhala, I don't know English. Many words I don't know in English. So that Bhala. So he's expert in that. And like that, similarly, Kauravas also they became expert. So his story jumps very quickly. Here one point. These all people are citizens of Hastinapura are very much impressed by these Pandavas. Yudhishthira Maharaj is having the one great quality, that is cleanliness. Yudhishthira Maharaj is meant for cleanliness. That means he never show any discrimination between the Bhima and Duryodhana. From the childhood, if you see, he is having the equal love for Bhima and equal love for Duryodhana also. He considered all 104 brothers. That means all the Kauravas 100 plus his own mother. That means his own father's sons 4. That means 104 as his own brothers. He doesn't have any kind of even a small enviousness. But if you see in the present day, especially in the Kali Yuga, you don't see even a single family where brothers are so happily and without any enviousness living. Very less. You cannot say not single, but very less. Previously, in our society, there are so many combined families, and all the brothers are till the death they are together. And that family is expanded, and it is further expanded, and it is like 40 people, 50 people they used to stay in one house. Like 4 brothers, and each is having another 4 children, 4 sons, 4 into 4, 16, and 16 got married, and they have their own wives, and they have another 4 children, like 64. It's like 100 people all staying together actually. Such a families used to be there. That was so because of their having the brothers, they were having family brothers, they were having a strong bonding. And Yudhishthira is very much clean in his nature. He doesn't have any discrimination between the Pandavas and Kauravas. And if you see that in the case of the Bhimasen, everyone likes Bhimasen's courageousness, Dhriti. He's a very strong man actually. When he took birth, one time, so he fell from the hands of Kunti Maharani on the stone. Very small baby. Actually, at the time he was drinking milk from his mother. Then what happened? That's the stone of the hill actually, because they were in the forest, na, on the stony in the hilly area. So at the time when he fell down, the stone was broken. Very strong man actually. He is having the 10,000 elephants strength. And if you come to the Arjuna, he is a hero actually. He's a great fighter. And he can fight with anyone. And he's the number one archer. And that quality of the Arjun is very much liked by all the citizens of Hastinapura. And in the case of Nakula and Sahadeva, so Nakula and Sahadeva, these are Guru Susrusha. They always follow the elders. Here, Guru means elder. That means his elder brother. All his elder brothers. That means Yudhishthir, Bhima, and Arjuna. Whatever they say, they are ready to follow. And Yudhishthir Maharaj have very special affection for Nakula and Sahadeva. And also this Nakula and Sahadeva, they have Kshanti. That means even there is a need to be disturbed, but they will not be disturbed. Kshanti. That means even there is a reason to be disturbed, but still they are not being disturbed, means that is known as Kshanti. And also Vinayam. They are very humble. They are very humble. It's a personification of humility actually. Nakula and Sahadeva. So by seeing all these qualities of the Pandavas, Hastinapur Vasis, they are very happy actually. So then many things happened. Suta Goswami jumping. And then he said, one time what happened is, Arjuna, he won the Draupadi in the Swayamvara. That's all the heroes came to win Draupadi. There was one game actually. They have to shoot the eye of the fish which is rotating on the ceiling. So that is done by Arjuna. He won the Draupadi. Then after that, these Pandavas. Many things. So got the Kandavavana. The Kandava Prastha he made into the Hastina Indraprastha. Then after that, they did the Rajasu Yaga. All these Pandavas went to the various directions. Northern direction. So Arjuna went into north direction and he fought with all the kings. Like he crossed the China and he crossed the Russia and all other places also. And he conquered all the kings. And in the east direction, Bhima went. In the west direction, Nakula, and south direction, Sahadev. So like this in the four directions, four brothers went. And his father also expanded the kingdom. Initially, Hastinapur was very small, but Pandu expanded. Further, these four, that means brothers, that means all the five Pandavas, further they expanded and they established such a big emperor actually. And after that, they did the Rajasu Yaga because they collected, that means they conquered all the kings and they collected the tax from them. And all these kings came for that Rajasu Yaga because they conquered all the kings, so they has to come. And they offered thousands and thousands of the gold coins, jewelry, and different jewels, stones, precious stones. So many things they offered in the Rajasu Yaga. And to collect that, so who was the collector of all those? Duryodhana. Duryodhana was appointed as the collector of all these. So, because in the Rajasu Yaga, I will explain in the coming, in this same canto, you'll be seeing Rajasu Yaga also. So then, sorry, same Parva. So there you can see, In the Rajasuya Yaga, different activities are given for the different people. So different responsibilities. For the Duryodhana, what responsibility is given? Yudhishthira Maharaj gave to collect the different taxes from the people. Why he has given that, we will discuss later. And Duryodhana was seeing, even in his Hastinapur also, he didn't see that much wealth. So many, from the big chariots, they are bringing these so many precious stones. Not one. Like that, millions and millions of wealth actually. Stones, jewelry, gold. They have. And also kings are coming from the such a far places, from China, Russia, Europe, Africa, from all the places. Because these Pandavas conquered all the directions. So they all came and they submitted. And Duryodhana was seeing all this. And he started getting enviousness. And on top of this, these Pandavas were gifted by the Mayasabha. The Danavaraj actually. He's a Danava. Maya has constructed here such a beautiful assembly hall. There's such a beautiful assembly hall. In that assembly hall, you see, that means there is a water, but there is no water. And you see, there is no water, but there is water. It creates so much illusion, actually. It's like so tricky. That assembly hall is very tricky. You see things which are there as not there, and which are not there as there. Such a wonderful assembly hall. Duryodhana actually, after Rajasuya Yaga, he did immediately leave the Indraprastha, and he got the desire to watch everything. And at that time, he found actually this Mayasabha and all these trickiness of this Mayasabha. So then, by seeing the opulence of the Pandavas, and in that Pandavas, every day, so they used to feed how many? Every time for one pankti. That means in one time, 10 lakhs of Brahmanas they used to feed. When the Brahmanas are sitting for eating, they will be blowing a shank. Conch shell they used to blow. Because now the pankti is started. Everyone sit. How many? In one round, 10 lakhs. And like this, Duryodhana used to hear whole day blowing of this conch shell. That means that many times of 10 lakhs of Brahmanas were fed by the Pandavas. That much opulence Yudhishthira Maharaj was having. So by seeing this opulence of the Yudhishthira Maharaj, so Duryodhana was completely burnt internally. His heart is completely burnt by the enviousness. And he came back to Hastinapur. He was not at all happy. Even there is a lot of food is to eat, lot of opulences are there, and his face is shrinking. Light in the face is gone. Everything is gone. Not he is eating, not participating in any activities properly. So anyway, his father is very much प्यारा सन है ना. हिंदी में तो बहुत बढ़िया बोल रहे हैं, इंग्लिश में so anyway. So the maid servants of Duryodhana informed to Dhritarashtra, nowadays our Yuvraj or Maharaj is not eating nicely. He's not happy. We don't know what is happening. Then he called. So Dhritarashtra called Duryodhana and asked, What happened, my dear son? Why you are not happy? Then Duryodhana explained. So, my dear father, in the Pandavas, Indraprastha, every day, so for one time in one round, they used to feed 10 lakhs of Brahmanas. And like that, and they play the conchal once the line is ready. And like that, the whole day, the conchal is blown. We don't know, we cannot count how many times it is blown. And he was having that much opulence. And I am not at all happy. And I don't have anything. And like that, he was expressing his enviousness towards his own brothers. Pandavas are nothing but his own brothers. So, but what father did actually? Did father chastise that son? Did he say that, my dear son, anyway, they are also your brothers only, na? If they are happy, that means you also should be happy. If they are having the opulence, means anyway, that pratishtha, that fame also is coming to our dynasty only. They also belong to the Kuru dynasty. And they conquered all the kingdoms. And the kings, they conquered and they expanded. And you should be always with them. They are all good supporters to you. And Yudhishthira also like you so much from the childhood. He is equally treating you and the Pandavas. And you should also follow Yudhishthira. He is your elder brother. You should obey. You should follow him. You should respect him. Did he say like that? No. He didn't say. And he also getting burning actually. He also getting suffocation. Not able to breathe nicely. Then what son will think? That means he's easily understandable actually. My father is also envious of Pandavas. And he is never, so Dhritarashtra never chastised Duryodhana. No, never corrected him. Like in the present day also in the Kali Yuga, most of the parents, I should not say most, then people may feel bad actually. Because I'm saying most Falayana Parichiyate. Because we are seeing nowadays, most of the people, they don't have that, especially young boys, they don't have any proper etiquettes, proper culture, proper dharma, no. Because the reason is, the first blame will go to the parents, mother and father actually. If mother and father are not good, definitely their children will not be good. If there is some lacking in their nature, good nature is not there, then there is a definitely effect will be there. If fortunately, if they come in association of pure devotees, then there is a hope. Otherwise, there is no hope to see any good qualities in them. And parents has to chastise the son, chastise their children actually. If they are doing the wrong, they has to correct them. They has to teach the lessons. They has to teach dharma. They has to teach bhakti. They has to teach how to surrender on Krishna. Otherwise, no hope actually. The society will be spoiled. And most of the time, the most responsibilities belong to the mother also. Because most of the days, actually nowadays, if you see children always with the whom? With the mother. Most of the time, they stay with mother only. I mean, after coming out from the school, they will immediately go to the mother and they keep on saying about what the things happened in their school. And they're very innocent. They will explain, this happened, that boy did like this boy told like this, that girl so did like this. Everything they say to the parents, especially to the mother. Then mother has to teach what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong to that child. if she teaches based upon the Shastra properly, then that child definitely will learn actually. Especially from the Mahabharata. So they has to teach the character actually to the child. Previously they were having the Gurukuls. Even before sending the Gurukul, mother and father, they are responsible to sow the seeds of the Dharma. So this Dhritarashtra is so very bad person actually. He has very bad intention in the heart and he didn't corrected him. And anyway, Duryodhana came with the idea of inviting Pandavas for the gambling game. And this idea gave to Duryodhana, who gave? His mama, uncle, Shakuni mama. Shakuni gave this. It's a bad association. Duryodhana is always in the bad association. Because of the bad association, everyone will be spoiled. If you are not in the bad association, you don't know what is bad and right. Now the ignorance is increased to such a level, we don't know what is bad association, what is a good association. We know only the where I can enjoy and where I cannot enjoy. Now the society's benchmark is what? For the selecting the association? Enjoyment. अरे बहुत मजा आएगा इन लोगों के साथ. So मजा के लिए जाएंगे. That means for the enjoyment they select the, based upon the enjoyment they select the association. Not based upon the right and wrong, not based upon the dharma and adharma, not based upon the good and bad. Because they don't have any idea actually what is good and bad. If their senses are becoming happy in the such particular association, then they will be selecting it. It's a very unfortunate situation in the society. It's a very, very, now the society is rottening actually like a rotten mango. All the sides in all the directions is rotten. It's becoming like that. So he was in the bad association of the Shakuni, that's why. So he got this idea, that means inviting Pandavas without any fighting. They want to win the entire kingdom, entire the wealth of Pandavas. So envious people actually. Duryodhana is so envious. They did hard work actually. They came, Pandavas with zero, they developed themselves. Because when they were attacked in the Lakshagriha, they somehow or other they saved their life and they were alone and they were begging in the roads of Ekachakra Nagara. And with their strength, they won the Draupadi, and then after that they got the connection with the, that means royal connection, support of the Drupada Maharaj. So then after that, they came to the Hastinapur and they asked the half kingdom and it was given. And what it is given? What is given to them? Forest is given actually. Khandava Prastha is a completely a forest. And they made a forest into a beautiful city, Indraprastha. That is the, and also they conquered the so many kings and they expanded their kingdom and they made the emperor. And with the hard work they earned. But now this Duryodhana wants to earn this everything, entire thing from the Pandavas just in a cheating way. Anyway, so, and for this, Dhritarashtra supported and he himself invited Yudhishthira Maharaj to come to the Hastinapur and play the game. Yesterday also I said the reason. So then after that, they lost the kingdom. They were sent to the forest. And then after that, नमे विशेषः पुत्रेषु स्वेषु पाण्डसुतेषु वा वृद्धं माम् अभ्यसूयन्ति पुत्रा मन्युपरायणाः. So then after that Kuruksetra battle happened. Then finally Kauravas were killed and battle was lost by the Kauravas. So here, after the finishing of the battle, Dhritarashtra was saying to the Sanjay, so Suta Goswami is explaining actually this whole thing. So after the battle, Dhritarashtra was saying to the Sanjay, what a great anartha happened. Entire my dynasty is killed now. So I am really so unhappy. He is now started crying actually in front of Sanjay. He is the main reason actually. And he says that Dhritarashtra is saying that I am not the cause for this battle. Actually, who is the cause for the Kuruksetra Yuddha? The one and only the reason is actually Dhritarashtra only. Because Dhritarashtra was in the royal position at that time. The half part of that means after the Vanavasa, so Pandavas should be given back their half portion of the kingdom, Ardha Bhagam, half portion of the kingdom should be given back. At that time, who was the king? Who was the Sabhadhyaksha? Who was the chairman? Dhritarashtra was chairman. And when Pandavas sent a messenger, ambassador to ask their kingdom back. So who has to approve this? Dhritarashtra has to approve. He didn't approve actually. Anyway, we'll discuss very detailedly those things. So now, after everything over, Dhritarashtra is saying, I am not the cause for this, to the Sanjay actually. And he is asking, my dear Sanjay, you are so intelligent. You are a very learned person. So, can you say, is there any my mistake? Actually, Sanjay also chastised one time. Very lately, not much. But Vidura always chastised Dhritarashtra. One time this went to such an extent, and Dhritarashtra became so unhappy and he just removed Vidura from his post and also from the Hastinapur. At that time, Pandavas were in the Aranya, in the forest. So Sanjay, he is asking to the Sanjay, but Sanjay is just a worker there. He is not a minister. So he cannot say so boldly. Just this Dhritarashtra, cunning Dhritarashtra is saying. And he's saying that for me, my sons and also Pandavas are equal. But my sons, they have some anger and they used to get the jealousy towards the Pandavas. Now, after the battle, after the finishing of everything, he's saying. But anyway, I am a blind man. Always Dhritarashtra says this reason only. He always tried to gather the sympathy of the people, like the sympathy of Vidura, sympathy of Bhishma, sympathy of Drona, sympathy of Krupacharya, everyone's sympathy he wants to gain. And internally, he always keep the intention of his son should be nice, his son should be get the everything. And always he has so much deep, that is blind love towards his son. And internally he says, and externally he says that I am a blind man, what can I do? And he is getting anger, and if he is becoming unhappy, and if he is unhappy, I cannot tolerate that. I love my son so much, what can I do? I used to correct him. But still he is not listening me. I am just a blind man. I am an old man. What can I do? All the powers are with him. He can correct. He could have corrected. Even Krishna also said. But he didn't do actually. It's a blind love out of ignorance. So now he's saying that same thing to the Sanjay also. I am blind. I am helpless. And Duryodhana didn't listen me. This foolish Duryodhana, he was the cause for now killing of all other his 99 brothers. This thing actually Krishna before battle also said, just to kill this Duryodhana, you will be having the 99 sons. But he didn't hear. Now he's saying. And now he's saying all the realizations he's explaining after the battle to Sanjay. This foolish Duryodhana, he went to the Dhritarashtra Yaga and he saw the opulence of the Pandavas. Then from that day onwards, he got this jealousy. And because of that jealousy, and he saw the Mahabharat, he saw the opulence of the Pandavas. And from that day onwards only this bija happened actually. Enviousness came and this playing the gambling game and everything happened. But he was not able to win the battle also. So now Dhritarashtra is contemplating further actually. Sanjay, I was guessing at that time itself. I was suspecting at that time itself. So that we will be defeated in the battle. So that means now Dhritarashtra is exhibiting his intelligence in front of Sanjay after everything is over. And he is saying that in the many slokas you can see, Dhritarashtra is keep on saying that why, that means he left his hope for winning in the Kuruksetra battle. And so what is that first reason he is saying that? Yada srausham dhanuram Dhanurayam yachitram viddam lakshyam patitam vai pruthivyam krishnam hrutam prekshatam sarvaragnam tada shamsase vijayaya sanjaya tada na ashamsase vijayaya sanjaya. My dear Sanjay, at that time only I lost my hope to win on the Pandavas. At what time? When Arjuna just defeated all the kings in the Draupadi Swayamvara. When Draupadi Swayamvara happened, actually there was a big fighting between the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Because these Pandavas went in the form of the Brahmanas and Brahmanas were able to win the king's daughter, Draupadi. Then all the kings, they became so much envious. How a Brahmana win this girl? We are Kshatriyas, we didn't. And they started attacking on the Brahmanas. Then there is a great battle and this Bhima and Arjuna just to send all the innocent Brahmanas to go out. My dear Brahmanas, you cannot fight with these kings. And you go out and then these two people who are in the Brahmana get up. And they fought and they conquered all the kings. They smashed everyone. Actually, even Karna was defeated 3 times by the Arjuna at that time. So Karna says all the time, I am the hero, I am the great warrior, I am equal to Arjuna, I am better than the Arjuna. But you can see that so many times Karna was defeated by Arjuna. So here now Dhritarashtra is saying, just on that day only, when I heard that word, that Arjuna and Bhima defeated all the kings in the Draupadi Swayamvara. At that time only I lost my hope to win the Pandavas. And he is saying further, when all the Yadavas are trying to protect the Subhadra, Arjuna has stolen Subhadra. That means this is also one kind of Rakshasa Vivaha. This is Kshatriyas, they marry actually. They can kidnap the girls and they can marry. This will be discussing types of marriages in the Dushyanta and Shakuntala's narration. So, at that time, all the Yadavas, that means Balaram, along with all the Yadavas, they attacked Arjuna. And Arjuna defeated all the Yadavas. And successfully brought back Subhadra to Indraprastha. So, this is when Dhritarashtra heard this, at that time only he lost the hope to win on Pandavas. Like that, he says several situations when Dhritarashtra lost the hope to win on Pandavas, to win the Pandavas. So hope for winning Pandavas. So you can see now further so many situations. Like one more situation, Arjuna was successfully able to burn the Khandava forest. At that time, Agnidev was having indigestion problem because so many people in the yajnas they put the lot of ghee. If you eat lot of ghee, then what will be happening? Then you'll be getting a disease actually, stomach pit. You'll be getting stomach disease. That is amaya. We say the in Sanskrit name is amaya, indigestion problem. If you eat too much ghee, then your jadragni, the fire in the stomach will be extinguished ho jayega. Manda, not extinguished is completely gone. It will become manda. Manda means very dim. It will become very light. So then if you eat also you cannot digest that. So this Agnidev has drunk so much ghee actually. Because everyone is putting the tons and tons of the ghee. At that time, lot of cows, so many desi cows were there. And that was the opulence, and they used to perform the big sacrifices. And this Agnidev was so unhappy and he came to the shelter of the Arjuna and he requested. So my dear Arjuna, you just made me this indigestion problem and you make me so to become very strong. So for that he wants to burn, Agnidev wants to burn the Khandava forest. So then Indra doesn't want this. Anyway, this also story is to come. I am saying in a brief. But Arjuna gave promise to Agnidev to give this nice. That means in that forest there are so many jadibuti. That means herbs are there. There are so many herbs are there. By eating all those, this Agnidev eating means what? Burning. If you burn all those, then what will happen? His indigestion problem will be cleared. So that's why he wants to burn that forest. But Indra doesn't want this to happen. Then there was a great fighting between the Indra and Arjuna. And Arjuna was successfully stopped the Indra to stop this burning of this forest by Agnidev. So this news, when Dhritarashtra heard, at that time only he lost the hope. My God, this Arjuna is having such a power. Next, further, Dhritarashtra is saying, so Sanjay, when I heard that these Pandavas escaped from Lakshagriha, because these Kauravas, they planned to kill all the Pandavas at a time, one shot, one mother and 5 sons, finish. When they came back, that means when that Snataka, that means when the learning in the Gurukul is over, that means Dronacharya's Gurukul, Pandavas and Kauravas, they are graduated. Then after that, Yudhishthira Maharaj has to be enthroned, that means has declared as a Yuvraj, that means next king. So before that, so they were sent to the picnic to the, and Kauravas' plan was, on the name of picnic, they want to burn them in this guest house. This guest house was made with the full of what do you say? That Laksha Gruh. I don't know that. In the tables, in the woodwork, to join the some holes, we burn it and we put that. So that is Laksha. That's a luck. So that is made with the whole house is made with that. If we show the fire to that, immediately it will catch actually. What is that? Okay. I cannot pronounce. Lacquer. 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 Quer. Lacq. अच्छा LACQUER. Lacquer. अच्छा Laksha Grah. Laksha है ना, तो all the English words are just they are not able to pronounce the Laksha. Then they made the Lacquer, this or that or so that's why forget English and learn everything in Sanskrit. Laksha. Better to learn more Sanskrit because like a mother, they are not able to. So Mata, they are not able to pronounce Mata and they pronounce it as mother. Like Sindhu, then they made it as Hindu. Like there are different places. So they, like you see in the case of Britishers also, when they entered into the India, there are so many towns. They changed not able to pronounce properly and they just misspelled it. And those names are still they are carried forward. The misspelled actually. Mata is misspelled as mother. Pita is misspelled as father. Laksha is misspelled as Lakhor. Misspelling of Sanskrit is English and other languages. So like this, because you see, Pandavas are the emperor of the entire universe, entire earth planet. All the directions they conquered. Everything. That means you don't think that in the Mahabharata there is no mentioning of other states or other countries. No, everything is mentioned. Chinese, Russians, everything. In the battle of the Kuruksetra, you can see all that means in the 18 Akshauhini Senas, you can see the inclusion of all the countries actually from the different parts of this earth planet. So that's why they were all not so prominent actually, prominent kings. All the culture is centered in Hastinapur actually. So then after that, so Dhritarashtra was saying, so they were saved successfully at that time only. I thought it's not possible to, I lost my hope to win on Pandavas. And he's saying, after that, these Pandavas, what they did? So when they ran away from the Lakshagra, they were actually so, that means insecure. Because they are just 5 people. And if they came to know, that means Kauravas, if they come to know that Pandavas are alive, and now they will openly attack. Because already, that means if everyone come to know that Kauravas are attacking on Pandavas openly, that means that no news is spread to everyone, then Kauravas, what they will do? They will openly attack in further next. So that's why Pandavas doesn't want to leak the information that Pandavas are saved in that Laksha Griha unless they will become powerful. This Niti was taught by Vidura to the Pandavas actually. Vidura said that if they come to know that you are alive and in the attack of the Laksha Griha, you are saved and you are able to know that Kauravas are attacking you, then they will start attacking you openly. Till now, they are attacking hiddenly and keep it as a hidden secret. So that they will not attack you openly. But if they come to know that you are attacked by them, and if they know that you are knowing, then they will attack now openly. So that's why Pandavas, so they want to save themselves, and they didn't do. So that means they didn't reveal that they are alive, and they were almost all 3.5 years, I think, if I am right. They were here and there, just in the Chakrava Nagara and other places. So after that, they went to the Draupadi Swayamvara and they won her. That is the turning point for the Pandavas actually. That was the turning point. So since they got married, all these five Pandavas with the Draupadi, they got this so much power now. Because now they got the support of Drupada Maharaj. You know, Drupada Maharaj is the king for the Panchala. Panchala means, now the Panchala is known as Punjab, the powerful state. Because the Punjabis are the most powerful people in the entire, in India actually. They are very powerful, very courageous. So not now actually, that is there even at the time also. Not only now, they are powerful from the beginning. So that's why Punjabis are given with this special cadre in the army also, in Indian army. Even Prabhupada also says, Punjabis are the real Kshatriyas actually. They don't fear for any kind of fighting. So now they got the relationship with the Panchalas. And when Dhritarashtra heard that Pandavas got married with the Draupadi and they got the support of the Drupada, then he lost the hope. Dhritarashtra is saying, on that day itself, I understood, I lost my hope that these Beokuf Kauravas are not going to win on Pandavas. Then after that, this Bhimsen went with the support of the Krishna and Arjuna. He went to the Magad Desh. Magad means what? Patna. Magad Desh king Jarasandha. So Jarasandha was a good friend of Duryodhana and Kamsa. All these are all groups: Sisupala, Drantavakra, so Pondrak, and Duryodhan. So Jayadratha. They are all one team actually, good friends. It's a union. They have the union actually. These are all demons. They all came from the lower planets of this earth. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Adi, from the hellish planets, they came actually. All the demons took birth as kings. They're all one troop actually, big troop. So these are all friends, good friends, and Bhima and Jarasandha 20, how many times? 21, no, 18 times. 18 times he defeated Krishna actually. So such a powerful Jarasandha was challenged by Bhima in his own country, in Jarasandha's place only, in his own kingdom, without any weapons. Bhima went there without any army, without anything. He went there and he challenged and he killed. So when Dhritarashtra heard this news, on that day only Dhritarashtra lost his hope that he is going to win on. So Kauravas are going to win the Pandavas. So like that, Dhritarashtra is remembering all the situations when he lost the hope. Further, he is saying that in the Rajasuya Yaga actually, Rajasuya Yaga will be done after conquering the so many kingdoms on this earth planet. So, not so many all kingdoms. They challenge every king. Either you accept their supremacy or not. If you accept, then you are the friend. If you don't accept, then they will fight and they will win and they conquer you and go further. So, like this, Pandavas won the entire planet. Whole planet is under the Pandavas. Only few places they didn't reach actually. Some small kingdoms they didn't reach. Otherwise, all major kingdoms, everything they conquered. So this news, when Dhritarashtra heard, at that day only, on that day only, Dhritarashtra lost the hope that Kauravas can win on the Pandavas. So next, such a heinous thing they did. Rajaswala's 3 actually, menstruation period. She was having an Eka Vastra. She was having the only one cloth on her body. Sari actually. One cloth. Rajaswala time, so they were having the one cloth. Previously, that was a system. At the time of the menstruation time, they will not come and enter into the house. They will be staying in a small, so another room of the house or some corner or somewhere. And they will not, that's Asuchi. So that's why they will not be mingling with people. Yeah. Quarantine. Quarantine is good. They do the self-quarantine actually, themselves. So she was like that, Draupadi. And this Kauravas, Dushasan, ordered by the Duryodhana to just pull her by catching her hair. And whole on her sari that full of blood is falling. And she doesn't want to come in front of all the people because at the time of the menstruation period, they don't want to show their face to any man. And is forget to coming into the assembly. They never come in front of the family members also, then forget to coming in front of the assembly. No. But she was requesting, but still Dushasan has showed his power and she offended her. He tried to make Draupadi so without clothes. So when this Dhritarashtra heard, so he lost the hope. Such a adharma they are doing. Dhritarashtra is having the very little goodness because of the association of Vidura. Because he always associates Vidura. And Vidura, time to time, he washes his brain. But still, once again, his Putra Moha will comes and covers everything. Like whenever we come to the association of devotees, we get the little good intelligence. And whenever we go to the association of these non-devotees, once again, everything is covered. All the other lusty, all the greedy, and all the unwanted anarthas will be coming out and taking the charge. And you will be making the decisions based upon that. This you can see in the case of Dhritarashtra actually. Because he is always simultaneously associated with the Duryodhana and the Dhrishtachatushrayam. Duryodhana, Karna, Shakuni, and Dushasana. This is the big assembly actually. They always sit in the room and make the mantanas, make the plans. This happened, that happened, this, that. We should do like this. We should make alliances with these people if badly is going to happen. And we should make the Pandavas down like this. Like that, they used to always make the plans. This is their nature actually. And this, you can see Dhritarashtra is associating Duryodhana. And he has a lot of attack. So not only associating, having affection for the non-devotees will spoil your intelligence actually. Your devotional intelligence will be spoiled. Even if he is a son and if he is a daughter and he is not a devotee and he is adharmic and if you have asakti for them, you are gone actually. You are no more no. Your all good qualities will be smashed because of that attachment. So one should be careful in having the attachment actually. Many times we think, oh, it's my son. What Dhritarashtra? Oh, it's my son, and I have to, if I am only the one father, and if I don't care him, if I don't love him, who will love? And this is the mood of the Dhritarashtra actually. Oh, he is crying and he is feeling bad, then I cannot tolerate that. Then what happened? Even the so much good teachings are given by Vidura. Vidura is a pure devotee and always teach Dharma, always teach the right things. Never, no effect. No effect. Because of his bad attachment for the bad people, non-devotees. He is envious towards the Krishna. Duryodhana was having so much enviousness. So one should not be having this kind of attachment. So then what happened? So then further, he is saying, Dhritarashtra is saying, in the gambling game, this Shakuni Mama defeated Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira has lost everything. He lost himself also. After that, he lost his wife. Anyway, it's a big discussion that I will discuss at that time in the Jyota Krida. That will come in the Sabha Parva in the next course. But it's very important actually there. So the main point is, here, Yudhishthira has lost. And not one time, second time also he lost. So one time he lost a whole kingdom, everything. And because of by seeing the Draupadi's anger, Dhritarashtra became so fearful and he asked what he want. Then she said that she won everything back. Yudhishthira lost everything and his wife, one woman, win back everything by her chastity. That is the power of the woman actually. Don't undermine the woman. Woman means not just by fighting she will become a great woman. Many people falsely think by competing with the man she will become a powerful. It's a nonsense idea actually. Certain duties are for the men and certain duties are for the woman. Woman will become powerful by her own chastity. Why Dhritarashtra became so fearful? Even he is not so much fearful for the Pandavas, but he was very much fearful for the Draupadi. Why? You know? The one reason. Just if Draupadi wants to kill all the 100 sons of the Dhritarashtra, within one glance she can burn all of them with her power of the chastity. That is not that the nowadays girls are also going to the gym and making muscles. And they want to fight. This is a nonsense, bogus idea actually. They gain all the power actually by the chastity, and because of that, whatever they speak, that will become true. That will become, even nowadays also, it will become true. All the scene will change actually with their desire. All the elements will change. All the atmosphere will change with their power. This is the power of the woman. And she won everything back. But what unfortunate. So because everything is, many reasons are there, it's Krishna's plan also. Yudhishthira once again invited and he lost again. And still after losing, that means after seeing the defame, the insult of the Draupadi, still this Yudhishthira, that means still this Duryodhana, Bhima and Arjuna, very powerful people. Nowadays, power will not be in the control of the Dharma. If someone is having the power, he wants to exhibit that without following the Dharma and he wants to achieve whatever he wants. This is the present situation of the society. But if you see in the Mahabharata, Bhima and Arjuna are the world #1 powerful people, and still they are under the control of Dharma, that is Yudhishthira Maharaj. So because of this, so that means now here Dhritarashtra is saying, when Yudhishthira lost everything, but still his powerful brothers Bhima and Arjuna followed him. At that time only I understood that it's impossible to defeat Pandavas. The unity of the Pandavas is extreme actually. If you see in the opposite party, always Bhishma always insult Karna. Karna always insult Bhishma. And Duryodhana and Bhishma, there is no matching in their ideas. And Vidura always chastise all the kauravas, Duryodhana. And if you see in the opponent group, and also Dronacharya also is doing wrong thing. He is being a Brahmana, he took up the service of the Kshatriya. If opposite team, if you see, there is no unity at all. They are always fighting actually. How they will win? They will be winning. They cannot win actually. Anyway, so Dhritarashtra is saying, by seeing this, I lost my hope at that day itself. What a unity they have. And such a powerful brothers followed this Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is not strengthy person, not powerful. Like Arjuna is a fighter and Bhima is a strengthy person. So powerful. 10,000 elephants power he is having. But still they are Bayaji bus. All the time they are paying obeisance to his brother. Whatever his brother say, if you go and just jump on this well, they will jump and die. That is the obedience they have actually. They are so wonderful. But we don't see now. If nowadays, if one brother is little bit rich in the wealth, money, or in the strength, immediately he start rejecting the Jeshtatvam. Jeshtatvam means the elderness of the elder brother in the family. He has special rights actually, special power. But the youngers, they never follow. They never accept his authority. Elder brother is having authority on the younger brothers. That is the Manu Dharma actually. That's the Dharma. So, by saying their unity, he lost the hope that winning or conquering the Pandavas is impossible. For the pleasure of Yudhishthira Maharaj, even such a powerful people went for the forest for 12 years and 1 year Agnatavasa. They did this. So such a royal people on just eating the kandamulam in the forest. This they did. It's not that the Bhima, oh, I'm not now, I don't want to follow you, my dear brother, because I can save my wife, so Draupadi. So now today I am going to kill this Duryodhana and I will kill immediately and I will save her. Did he do that? He didn't do. He followed his brother. So they were sent to the forest. Then in the forest also, Yudhishthira Maharaj is always accompanied by 10,000 Snatak Brahmanas. How many? 10,000. Not 10,000, thousands. You can say thousands. Thousands of the Brahmanas. Sahasraihi Yada Srausham Snatakanam Sahasrairanvagatam Dharma Rajam Vanastam Bhiksha Bhujam Brahmananam Mahatmanam Tadana Shamsase Vijayaya Sanjaya. Oh Sanjay. Even this Yudhishthira Maharaj lost everything and he became Bhikari. That means a poor man. Actually, he was wearing the the stem of the trees, bark of the trees, sorry, barks of the trees he was wearing. And such a person is still followed by thousands of the Brahmanas. If there is a support of the Brahmanas, because Brahmanas always in the mode of goodness, they always follow the Dharma, and by their blessings, Kshatriyas will become always righteous and they will be getting the happiness and peace. When Yudhishthira is leaving the Hastinapur and leaving, at that time, even the Brahmanas who are there in the Hastinapur, not only in the Indraprastha, even the Brahmanas in Hastinapur also left actually. They don't want to accompany Duryodhana because such a bad thing he did. Just Nirvastra, he wants to make in the assembly their own woman actually, Kuru woman. And they all insulted at that time. On that day, all the Brahmanas are upset because of this adharma. Whatever happened in this whole kingdom, what a kingdom this is. Why we are here? So let us, we also go with the, wherever there is dharma, there we are. That's why Brahmanas are very important in the society. Brahmanas means not just who are wearing the thread, they are not the Brahmanas. Brahmanas means those who are always follow the dharma. So that's why all the Hastinapur Brahmanas accompanied the Yudhishthira Maharaj and they also went to the forest. And Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Baba, at that time I used to have such a wealth and I used to every cent, that means 10 lakhs of people I used to feed every day. Now you are all coming with me, then how to feed all of you? He was very much worried actually because, and these Brahmanas requested like anything. You don't need to give anything. We give to you actually. Then actually it's a good discussion actually. The duties between the Brahmana and Kshatriya you can understand there. Very wonderful discussion there. So Kshatriya never take the donation from the Brahmanas, no. So anyway, that is managed by the Akshay Patra and so on so. So that is the thing. That means Dhritarashtra lost his hope to win on the Pandavas because all the Brahmanas followed the Yudhishthira. That means Dharma is with Yudhishthira. Dharmo rakshati rakshitha. Dharma will save. Dharmaraj, along with Dharmaraj, Brahmanas also followed. Gone actually. If there is no Brahmanas, then what will happen? Like King Raja Vena. He disrespected Brahmanas and he stopped all the yajnas to do for the Vishnu. What happened? By just hunkar of the Brahmanas, everyone is smashed. Vena was smashed. In that forest also, there was a fighting between the Arjuna and Lord Shiva. And Kirata, in the form of Kirata, hunter, in the form of hunter, Lord Shiva came to test the power of the Arjuna, to take the test of Arjuna. Then in that battle, Arjuna defeated Shiva because Arjuna is Nara actually. Nara is the avatar of the Lord only. So that's why Arjuna is non-different from the Vishnu. This Nara Narayana are the avatara, one of the avatara of Vishnu. So Arjuna defeated Shiva and he got the Paspatastra. So this news when Dhritarashtra heard, he lost the hope. हो गया अभी हमारा काम, अभी तो और भी होपलेस हो गए, अभी इतना तो हो ही गए, अभी तो ये भी आ गया ऐसा. He became hopeless. Then after that, in that forest, there are so many sages used to come and give blessings to the Pandavas. And actually it is like a practicing period for the battle. Because they got a lot of weapons, they got a lot of good instructions, they understood the Dharma, They got the satsanga. Vasudeva came, Maitreya came, and Markandeya Muni came. Many rishis. That means if one wants to become happy in this material world, they should get the association of the devotees. The great devotee Maitreya, Vyasadeva, Markandeya, they're all, we can see in the Mahabharatam also. Great devotees of the Lord. And they got the association of these great devotees coming and giving the blessings to the Pandavas. So when one will get the blessings of the pure devotees, they will be righteous. They will be getting the courage to face the difficulties. They will stand for the righteousness, and they will be getting all the health, wealth, and everything. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanudra, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhutir Driva Nitir Matir Mama. Everything will be there. Wherever there is a devotees and Lord, there everything will be there. So when these various great sages are coming and meeting the Pandavas, this news Dhritarashtra heard, he lost the hope. Then after that, Arjuna went to the Swarga in this period only. And he got the various weapons from the Indra, because at that time Devatas were very much troubled by the demons. Those demons were killed by Arjuna, and in return Indra gave the various weapons to Arjuna. That means even Devatas were not able to defeat such a demons, and those are defeated by Arjuna. So what a power Arjuna is having. And that's why he lost the hope when he heard this news. Next, when they are in the forest, there was a Ghosha Yatra. This will come in the ANUKRAMANIKA Parva. In that Ghosha Yatra time, these Pandavas, the Kauravas, that means all the heroes, Duryodhana, Dusyasan, Karna, Aswathama, all they went in the forest to seize the Pandavas. Because they thought that anyway Pandavas now in the forest, they are helpless people. Why don't we attack them now and kill them? They want to kill. So what happened? They came at the time in that forest, these Kauravas are attacked by Gandharvas. And Gandharvas seized all these Kauravas and all the 100 brothers, and also Karna and Saswathama, all are seized. Then Pandavas came to know, and they said, they fought with the Gandharvas and they released from the Gandharvas. They released the Kauravas from Gandharvas. And at that time, Yudhishthira said, we are 105 brothers. See the greatness of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Even after doing this much, he gave the respect for the relationship. He gave the, that means he still accepting Kauravas as his brothers. Anyway, they asked, so to play the game and I lost, no problem. So my brothers, I will do this Vanavasa and I will go back and they will give my share back. So he was having that hope only. He's not foolish man. He always give respect for the Dharma. So he fought and he released. This news Dhritarashtra heard. Then only he understood. These Kauravas are nothing they can do, and they cannot win Pandavas. So at that time only, Dhritarashtra lost hope. So like this, successfully, that's Agnatavasa. Pandavas, after 12 years of the Vanavasa and Agnatavasa, that means they should hide somewhere. What is Agnatavasa? They should hide somewhere, and in that 1 year period of time, if they are found by Kauravas, they have to do Vanavasa for 12 years and one more year Agnatavasa, like that. In that Agnatavasa, also if they found, they should go for another 12 years and one more Agnatavasa. So like that, actually, Shakuni Mama is having so intelligent idea, intelligent brain. He thought that anyway, Pandavas are so powerful people. They are like a Surya. They are like sun. How they can be hidden? Can anyone hide this sun? Is it possible? It's not possible actually, hiding sun. So these are not one sun, 5 suns actually. 5 Suryas, 5 suns. How those can be hidden somewhere? And that's why Shakuni thought that easily it's easy to find them in Agnatavasa, and then they will go for another 12 years forest, and like that whole life they will be doing the Vanavasa only. Without any battle, without any destruction, happily we are going to get the entire kingdom we can enjoy. This is the Shakuni Mama's idea actually. But what happened? These 5 Pandavas, by the will of the Lord, by the Krishna's mercy, so they were successfully finished the Agnatavasa. Kauravas couldn't identify. They identify after the period is over. Then after that they came to know. Oh, they are here, and they came. What is the use? There is no. That's a Uttara Gograhano, Dakshina Gograhano. This is going to come in the Virat Parva actually. So when Dhritarashtra understood that Pandavas successfully finished the Agnatavasa, then he thought that it's impossible for me, impossible for our people to win these Pandavas. Abhi to yuddha ho hi jayega. Next, in that Agnatavasa, Bhimsen, Draupadi was tortured. That means harassed. That means nowadays the teasing, na? What they say, eve teasing. What is that? Eve teasing? So chidana, aurat ko. Teasing. So Kichika is a brother-in-law of Virat Raja. That means his wife's brother. And he's a powerful asura actually, Kichaka. And he has 100 brothers. So he started teasing the Draupadi. He wants to have Draupadi. So then Draupadi said, okay, anyway, this story will come. So in that, because we have to go little quickly. So then what happened? Bhimsen killed all the Kichika, also 100 brothers. This news, Dhritarashtra, when he came to know, Kichika is such a powerful king. He is subduing all that means kingdoms near to the Virat kingdom. Such a powerful man actually. He was killed by the Bhimsen. Then last, not only he and 100 powerful brothers also single-handedly by Bhimsen, they were all killed. So then after that, this Virat Raja, Virat, what he did, he gave his daughter Uttara to Arjuna. So he requested Arjuna to marry Uttara. But Arjuna said that no, I became already old because he's already 60 years at that time. So I don't want to marry, no. You give to my son. My son is now ready to marry. He's also a young boy. So Abhimanyu. So he accepted the Uttara for his son Abhimanyu. By this, what happened? Even Virat is also one of the powerful king. Now this Pandavas' strength is increasing because alliances are increasing. Na? Already Drupada is there. Now Virat also became on his side. So because of this, so Dhritarashtra lost hope. Oh my God. And these Pandavas are only in the forest. They are able to gather 7 Akshahunis of the force. That means for last 13 years, they were in the 12 years in the forest, 1 year in the Agnatavasa. In 13 years, they are completely away from the royal affairs. But still, so they were able to collect when they were in the Virat kingdom. That means when Agnatavasa is finished and they send the proposal, that means to give back their kingdom. And meanwhile, only Pandavas are able to gather 7 Akshahuni Senas on their side. That means they also sent, Krishna immediately told to them, Pandavas, you have to immediately approach the various kings and take the help of them. Because Duryodhana is also very smart. Duryodhana's best quality, how to pamper the people and get the favor from them. So he knows. Duryodhana is very expert in that. So that's why Duryodhana gathered the 11 Akshahunis. Pandavas gathered only 7 Akshahunis. But Dhritarashtra is so unhappy because even they were last 13 years, they are in the out of the royal affairs, how they gathered these 7 Akshahunis. That means now I have no hope. Because already Arjuna got so many astras and shastras and so many miracles they did. So many kings, they are very much, that means, like actually, if you have the marriage relationship, if you marry someone, then the whole family will be supporting. Na? That is the purpose of the marriages actually. So that's why in the Shastra it is said that even if one want to marry, you should see that one of the property that from wherever you are going to get married, so those party there should be very powerful. Especially in the case of Kshatriyas. In the case of Vaishyas, they should be rich. In the case of Sudras, they should be skillful actually, that party. With that only alliances they made actually. Nowadays, nothing actually. They are only sense gratification. Oh, by seeing this figure is beautiful and I like it and I go for marriage. This is based upon the sense gratification actually. This is a flickering pleasure. But previously it was not like that. So what are the steps they are putting actually Pandavas? They want to establish Dharma and they accepted the alliances relationship with the Virat. And they accepted that relationship. So then next. After that, from Narada, one time Narada came to Dhritarashtra. That means after this Virat Parva only it comes. Or otherwise in the Virat Parva. Or no, Udyoga Parva. In the alliances Parva. So Narada came to Dhritarashtra and he said, so to Dhritarashtra, Narada said, this, this Krishna and Arjuna who are, they are nothing but the Nara and Narayana. When Dhritarashtra heard this news, at that time only he lost the hope. My God, he is Narayana himself. Krishna is Narayana. And Arjuna is Nara. And defeating them is impossible if they are together. Nara, that means Krishna, Arjuna and Gandiva. If all these together, all these three, then how to win actually? It's impossible to defeat these three. So Dhritarashtra lost hope. So we see in the Udyoga Parva, when Krishna came to set an peace between the Kauravas and Pandavas. So actually, really, if you see, Krishna tried to his maximum extent actually. Many people, they say wrongly actually. He didn't try for the peace, just he encouraged to kill the people. No. If you see the Udyoga Parva, that means once the Aranyavasa, Agnatavasa is over, so Krishna also went to the Kauravas to establish peace between the Kauravas and Pandavas, because Yudhishthira Maharaj asked, let them give only 5 villages to me. I don't need anything else. Because we are Kshatriyas, okay, we cannot go and beg, we cannot accept another work. Because in the Apad Dharma, if there is no way to survive, then you can accept the another Dharma, Brahmana Dharma. Like in the Ekachakra Nagara, these Pandavas were begging. You may ask, you may say, so now also Pandavas can do begging. Even if there is no kingdom is not given by the Duryodhana, why they have to try for that? They can go and beg na. But here you have to see, at that time that was Apad Dharma in Ekachakra Nagara, because at that time life threat was there. So if the Kauravas that come to know that Pandavas were alive, then they will openly come and kill. So that's why, since that to save themselves, they accepted another dharma, Brahmana dharma, that is begging. But that they cannot do now, because now they have so much support. There is no Apad dharma now. Now that's why they begged at least 5 villages. Being a king, I have to, my 5 brothers, along with me. So we will be having 5 villages and we will be happy. But Duryodhana said that without fighting, even in the land which is occupied by the tip of the needle, that much also I will not give. See his ego. So, but Krishna went there and he tried a lot to make the alliance between them, relationship with them, but no. And what they thought, these Karna and Duryodhana, so smart, and they want to seize the Krishna and they want to put him in jail actually. So that Pandavas will not be having any support of Krishna, and then Pandavas will become weak and we can easily conquer the Pandavas. This was the plan done by them. Then what Krishna did? Acha beta aisa hai kya? Ab mera bhi jalwa dikhao. Dekho. So Krishna, what he did? He showed his Vishwarupa actually in that assembly. So, but even after seeing this, these Kauravas didn't change. So, by seeing all these incidents, Dhritarashtra lost hope. Such a powerful Krishna is, who can show everything, all the devatas in him. That means he is the source of everything. He is Sakshat Narayana. And he is on the side of the Pandavas. If this is clear to that means Dhritarashtra, at that time Dhritarashtra, even he is a blind, he was able to see by the mercy of the Krishna, he was able to see the universal form of the Krishna in that assembly. So then Dhritarashtra lost hope. हमारा मूर्ख बच्चे कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, ये लोग जरूर हार ही जाएंगे. उनका पूरा हिम्मत गया, उनका पूरा आशा चले गया. ये तो इंग्लिश में बोल नहीं पाएंगे. तो नेक्स्ट, one more thing, so if you see further, when the battle is declared, there is a problem. You see, this Karna and Bhishma all the time fighting. Bhishma all the time show that that means he was counting all the whoever are there on the side of the Kauravas. Bhishma was counting. So he was counting all the Maharathis, Atirathis, Maharathis, Rathis, and Artharathis. Athirathi means who can fight more than 10,000 people. Maharathi means who can fight with 10,000 people at a time. And Rathi means who can fight single, 1-to-1. And Artharathi means even one who cannot fight with one person. Is Artharathi. So at that time, counting of his party people, he counted Karna in the Artharathi. Bhishma counted Karna as Artharathi. That means Karna cannot fight even with One person. So this is also having some reason. So there is a lot of, pain in the Karna, in his heart, and he declared, if Bhishma is there, then I will not fight for the Kauravas. I will not be in the battle. I will not fight with I will not at all come into the battlefield at all. He doesn't want to fight. So then Dhritarashtra, when he heard this news, ये तो अभी तो जीत ही गए हैं और क्या जीतेंगे he lost hope. What is happening, Suta Goswami, by this kind of contemplation of the Dhritarashtra, so you can see the summary of the entire Mahabharata. The summary and different situations of whole Mahabharata you are seeing here. And further, this one, now the battle is began, but Arjuna got the moha, kshudram dorpalyam, tyaktotishta parantapa. That means hridaya dorbalata, that means weakness of the heart. Actually, Dhritarashtra was thinking, wow, it's a nice opportunity. Arjuna got this weakness of the heart, that means he doesn't want to fight. What a nice opportunity. So he should not fight and he should go away, like how Karna is not fighting. So if Arjuna also leave the Pandavas party, it will be nice. He was thinking. Then easily Kauravas can win. But from where this Krishna came and he started teaching Bhagavad Gita, he taught and he made Arjuna to fight. So when heard this thing actually, at that time itself, Dhritarashtra lost his hope. There are like this, so many things are there. Oh, still further 4 pages. Now questions. Yesterday, actually, many are feeling they were not given opportunity to ask questions. I asked, but the hands were not raised. So whoever is want to ask questions, so please raise your hand. So, Prabhuji, your earphones है क्या? वो नहीं पढ़. अच्छा अच्छा जी. कैसे? Respond करो. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. आवाज आ रहा है? Yes. Amish Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Baji.
I'm not able to hear.
Hare Krishna Baji. Hare Krishna Baji.
Yeah, we can hear you, but I think Prabhuji is not able to hear.
Amish,
Hare Krishna Baji. Baji, can you hear me?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Baji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Anish Yadava Prabhu. You can talk. We are hearing you.
Okay, Hare Krishna Baji. Thank you, Baji, for nicely explaining. Baji, my question means yesterday I wanted to ask, but my question is that Prabhupada
Hare
has
Krishna,
given
Hare
all these
Krishna.
dharmas in his purpose also. Baji, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Harmonics.
but I think Prabhuji is
में दिखा
not.
रहा connected है. हाँ? ये नहीं सुन. अच्छा स्पीकर तो. कैसे? आप बात करो.
Hare Krishna Baji.
नहीं कुछ नहीं. चलो छोड़ दो. नो प्रॉब्लम. सो बोलिए प्रभु. इसको डिस्कनेक्ट करो. चलो. हाँ बोलिए प्रभु. सर
Hare
टेल.
Krishna Baji.
Amish.
Thank you, Baji. You nicely explained Mahabharat. Baji, yesterday I wanted to ask a question. I could not ask. My question is that Baji, Srila Prabhupada has given in his purport also, Bhagavatam purport and Bhagavad Gita also about these dharmas. Means not much elaborately, but briefly. So, and Prabhupada says that everything is in my books. And once there in incidents, some devotee was asking to read Ramayana from Prabhupada. Prabhupada said that if there is Bhagavad Gita, then what is the need to read Ramayana for the time being? So, means what is the need to read Mahabharat? We have Prabhupada books and purports, everything is there.
What is his question, bro? Half hour.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ. ప్రభుజీ సెల్ ఫోన్ లో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి ప్రభుజీ. ఫోన్ లో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి.
Actually, laptop problem, Mataji. Laptop
ఫోన్
actually
లో కనెక్ట్
connect
అవ్వండి.
नहीं हो रहा
ఫోన్
है. That is
ఫోన్
the
లో
main
కనెక్ట్
problem.
అవ్వండి ప్రభుజీ. ఫోన్ లో
Okay,
కనెక్ట్
it's
అయ్యి
okay, it's okay. अब इतना time नहीं है. So I understood that means from Adokshas, he is explaining his question. So he is saying that Prabhupada books are there and there is no need to study the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Like that, huh? Like that and so what is the question? Why you are teaching? क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए? Actually महाभारत क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए मैं पहले दिन बोला. So I told in the beginning day, yesterday only I told. Prabhupada also want to translate Mahabharat. It's not that he is against the Mahabharat, no. So recently only I heard from one devotee actually. So it's there in somewhere, but Mahabharat is nothing but the story about the devotees, Pandavas, who are the devotees. And Prabhupada wanted so to establish the Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, Vedic culture. At the time, his disciples asked, Prabhupada asked them to start Varnashrama college. One of the conversations. So Prabhupada was saying to his disciples, you have to establish Varnashrama college. So to train the people in the 4 Varnas and Ashramas. That is the desire of the Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and also the same desire he gave to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj. In the letter, the last letter by the Bhaktivinoda Thakur to Bhakti Siddhanta, if you see there, you can clearly see. They want to establish Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, where the Varna and Ashramas are being taught in a college. That college is known as Varnashrama College. Through the Varnashrama College concept is still a Prabhupada's concept, but idea is establishing Daiva Varnashrama is, you can see in the Sajjana Toshini and also Harmonistic. So, Harmonist, in the Harmonist weekly magazine run by the Bhakti Siddhanta, you can find several times, hundreds of times you can see this. So that's why Prabhupada want to establish this, and he asked his disciples, you all train this Varnashrama college, train the students in Varnashrama college, train all the Varnas, how Brahmana, how Kshatriya, how Vaishya, and how Shudra should be. So then these disciples asked, so Prabhupada, actually we don't know how to train. We know the Bhagavatam and philosophy of the Bhagavatam, but we don't know this Varna training. Then Prabhupada said, you have to refer the Vedic scriptures and establish this. And finally he said to Abhiram Prabhu, so I heard from him directly actually, he's a Prabhupada disciple. So 50% of his work is establishing Daiva Varnashrama Dharma. So nowadays also in our society also, people, they say, this Varnashrama, they say, what is Varnashrama? So that's why asking, that means seeing so many questions from so many people. So now how the society shape should be. Society, that means now also you might be in the family, you also have the father, mother, brothers, everyone. You also have so many, that means teachers and elders. And one should know how to behave. Devotee means not that he is not the member of the society. He is a part of the society until unless he is in the body. So till the time he is in the body, he has to set an example. Mahabharat, you see the story of whom? Pandavas, who are the pure devotees. Story of whom? Krishna, Kunti, Draupadi. Who are they? Are they different from the characters which are discussed in the Bhagavatam? They are not different actually. We hear from third canto beginning actually. Maitreya and Vidura. The conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. Major portion is conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. Who is Vidura? Is a different personality? No. So we have to know how to run this society actually. Now this is very much lacking. I also gave the philosophical reason also. Tavat karmani kurvita nirvidyeta yavata matkata shravanado shraddha yavanna jayate. Until and unless one doesn't become full surrender devotee, completely surrender devotee, he has to follow the dharma, which is not against to the pure devotional service. So then what is that dharma? How to learn? You can learn from the Mahabharata. Of course, if you are in the pure devotional platform, 24 hours you are chanting like Haridas Thakur, then there is no need of hearing the Mahabharata. Prabhupada also said, just to give you 1 second, I want to show one thing. One important conversation. It's very much liking for all of you. Don't leave this, our assembly. How many are there now? Are there 66 only there? But still I want to show for the 66 one important thing. Where is that? Prabhupada, just like our name is withheld, he was not fit for sannyas, but he was given sannyas. And 5 women he was attached. And he disclosed. Therefore, Varnashrama Dharma is required. Simply show bottle will not do. So the Varna Ashrama Dharma should be introduced all over the world. And then Satsarup Maharaj introduced, starting with ISKCON community, Prabhupada, yes. Brahmana Kshatriyas, there must be regular education. Then Harisori Prabhu, but in our community, if we are training up as Vaishnavas, Prabhupada, yes. Then Harisori Prabhu is saying, then how will we able to make divisions in our society? Prabhupada says, Vaishnava is not so easy. The Varnashram Dharma should be established to become a Vaishnava. You should all understand, we are not replacing the Vaishnavism with the Varnashram Dharma. We are not replacing the procedures given to attain the pure devotion through the chanting. We are not replacing the chanting process with Varnashrama. No. We are making Varnashrama Dharma to support to become a Vaishnava. Everyone has a false conception. What Prabhupada is saying, everyone should understand actually. The Varnashram Dharma should be established to become a Vaishnava. Prabhupada, what is saying? To become a Vaishnava, Varnashram Dharma should be established. That means to bring the people in the mode of goodness and make them to the association of the devotees, and so that they can understand the Bhakti Shastras properly and do their sadhana properly. If they are not in the mode of goodness and if they are always agitated by the passion and ignorance, they are always surrounded with the adharmic people and adharma. In their consciousness, adharma is prevailing. They cannot actually. They cannot take up this process seriously. So no. So Harisori is saying, no, it is not a cheap thing. He is also accepting Harisori. Yes, it's not a cheap thing. Becoming Vaishnava is not a cheap thing. Prabhupada is saying, yes, therefore this should be made. Vaishnava, to become a Vaishnava is not so easy. If Vaishnava, to become Vaishnava is so easy, why so many fall down? It's not easy. Harisori. Where will we introduce the Varnashram system then? Prabhupada says, in our society, amongst our members. But then if everybody being raised to the Brahminical platform, Prabhupada says, not everybody. Nowadays, so we are taking very cheaply about the Brahminical culture, Brahmana, becoming Brahman. Why you are misunderstanding? Varnashrama, not everybody Brahmana. Harisori, no. So, but in our society, practically everyone is being raised to that platform. So then one might ask, what is? That is, everybody is being raised, but they are falling down. Okay. You can search with this and you can get the full conversation. Okay, are they still? Huh? Any questions? Huh? Yes, Rajanan Prabhu. Unmute. He's not able to unmute.
Yes, okay. Please, my obeisances, Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, yesterday you mentioned that the Mahabharata is not a Purana because it has not the 10 Lakshana. So, can you enumerate those 10 Lakshana and explain what is the importance for Purana?
What is it?
The Lakshana of a Purana.
Acha, Puran. So,
The 10 Lakshana.
अत्र सर्गो विसर्ग स्थानम पोषणमूतय मनवंतरेशानुकदाः निरोध मुक्तिराश्रयः. So these 10 are the characteristics of Mahapurana. Of course, Mahabharat is Itihasa. It's a Puranas are not Itihasa. That means in Puranas you don't see the Itihasa means the sequence of the incidents are being described. Like Pandavas taking birth, and then after that, so what happened in their childhood, then after that, so they are getting married, and then after that, so in the sequence till the Swargarohana Parva. So you'll be seeing, and they are leaving this Earth planet. From their birth to the Earth planet, you'll be seeing in the sequence. But in the Puranas, you don't see like that. It's not a history. Itihasa means history. But Purana is not history. Purana is having these 10 characteristics. But Mahabharata is also Purana, Mahabharata is also Kavya, Mahabharata is also Itihasa, Mahabharata is also Upanishad, Mahabharata is also everything. Because Mahabharata is having everything in it.
Okay.
Is the elaboration of all the Vedic rules and regulations in the form of the stories. That's why it's a huge Mahabharata. Bharatam means Mahatvat, Bharatvat, Mahabharatam iti uchyate. Because it's a voluminous, it's a great scripture, not only in the voluminous but also in the content. We are discussing only few points. So much is there. For this society, to organize this society, Srila Vasudev gave this scripture. Otherwise, people will become animals actually. Just wearing the mask of the devotion, also people are becoming the animals. Prabhupada himself is saying, why there are so many fall downs? We gave the sannyas and then with 5 women, why this? It's not the present day society problem. It was there in the 50 years back. Okay. Thank you very much. Done. Which sloka? Which book of Mahabharata? Which book of Mahabharata? So I will suggest in future. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, could you please explain below? Many places it's stated that Duryodhana was also. Okay, we'll see in the later this question. It will come in future. Okay, thank you very much. So one question is okay, and I have another exercise. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupasindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.